Hi guys, welcome to Didedi's Crafty Corner. Today we're going to be playing again with the Spellbinders Kaleidoscope Trio dies, and today I'm going to be focusing on the hexagon shape. So there are 3 of them that kind of fit together and make a layered piece, if you will. Kaleidoscope piece. So I'm using 3 different tones of a yellow gold cardstock. My idea here is to represent some sort of a honeycomb configuration, or a honeycomb flower, if you will. And I'm going to be using these 3 colors of cardstock to accomplish this. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to end it, but I know that's what I'm going to be cutting it out with. So here's a close-up of the product. Again, I'm having a fantastic time with these particular dies, as well as the petal-shaped die, and I've cut them out already. So as you can see, they're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous cut out. They cut out beautifully, and I'm going to now try to decipher based on my memory. So that's a big joke. Exactly which ones go where. So the one that has the most cardstock on it is actually going to be the bottom layer. Now I got this directly from the Spellbinders site, although I have seen these pieces done numerous ways. I mean, everybody's doing them a different way, but per Spellbinders, that one right there with the most meat on it goes first. And then the circles, the ones that have the little circles and triangle kind of pieces, go second. And then the one with the hexagons goes last. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one together right here for you guys. And then I'm going to speed right through and put the rest of them together and work on my design. So I haven't really laid this out yet at this point. I was very lucky because I originally had cut a piece of cardstock to put this little, I was going to make like a little circle or a little flower kind of thing, right, on the front of this top folding A2 size card. But when I got them all put together, it didn't fit on my little piece that was just shy of my cardstock, of my card base, right? So I ended up just using the card base itself. So you may see it somewhere off to the side where I had it out, but it didn't fit. So what I did is, as you're going to see here in a minute, I went ahead and I put them all together, but I put them together in different color combos. So I started with my darkest to my mid-tone to my lightest, as you can see in this one. And then on the next one, I went mid-tone, lightest, darkest. On the next one, I went lightest, darkest, mid-tone. So I have 3 different variations of these put together, but mostly one has a light base, one has a dark base, one has a light top, one has a dark top. So I alternated them on my card, as you can see here. So now I'm trying, you can see that corner right down there in the bottom where the glue is. That was the piece that I was going to put it on. That was an epic fail. Didn't work out. So I've taken the middle one, and off camera, because I don't know why I wasn't filming, but I took the middle piece and it's popped up. I'm hoping that at the end the pictures show that. But I put 3 of them, 3 full sets together and made my center piece. I wanted it to be popped up on the card, so that one really is going to stand above the other ones. And then, like I said, I'm going to alternate my light yellow on top to my darker yellow on top every other one, right? And then the kind of effect you get from the kaleidoscope is also a little bit different. Also on the middle one, I didn't put the top layer. So I put 3 layers on there, but not the top layer. So it looks just a little bit different, just to give it a little bit of a, you know, a different look to that middle piece. So now I'm going to just glue them all together. I figured I wouldn't fast forward it at this point. I just want you to be able to see it. And I'm going to apologize in advance if you hear a small child in the background scream, yell, laugh, cry, any of the above. All of it can happen. It's just what happens every time I turn a camera on. Nothing I can do about it. Now you'll see that right next to the 3 pieces that I did not use for this card, sitting up on the right hand corner, there are quite a few little hexagon pieces that came out of those pieces in the 3 cardstocks that I cut out, right? The 3 different ones I cut out. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to keep those because I think they're going to make fantastic shakers. So as I said, this was supposed to be a beehive, right? That's what I wanted it to represent. It's what I always think of when I see hexagons, and this was no different. So I only have this one bee die in my stash, and it's from Stephanie Bernard, and I went ahead and I cut it out. And as cute as it is, I did not want to use that face to save my life. You guys know I got something about faces. I got something about those little characters having faces. So I could have done it like that where you couldn't see the face, but I chose to actually only use part of the bee because I didn't want the bee to be the center point of this card. I wanted the bee to be representative of the hive, so you could actually tell this was a beehive. So I'm going to go ahead and poke out the face because you're not going to see it anyway. I'm going to be trimming it off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bee together. I wanted the wings to be vellum, which really you can't even hardly tell because it's sitting on a white cardstock, but hey, I still wanted them to be vellum. So I'm attaching my yellow bee to this piece of vellum. So this die comes with 3 dies. It comes with the one that gives you this outline piece that you're looking at. It comes with one that gives you a shadow, and it gives you one that gives you the base of your bee in case you want to make the eyes and the antenna and all of that a different color, right? So I'm using the shadow piece and the piece that you would cut out, the outline piece, and I'm popping the bee on top of the vellum. And then I cut it out again in black. As you can kind of see in the bee on the top there, it has all the black wings still in there. And I'm just going to attach the black belly of the bee. Super easy, very simple paper piecing here going on. And I'm just going to pop it in, and then I'm going to cut my little bee in half. I know, don't be mad at me, guys, don't be mad at me, but I am going to cut him right down the middle, and I'm going to show you the perfect way to do this to make sure that it is exactly in the middle of the bee. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. My paper trimmer has got a wire guide in it, right? So I believe the brand is, let me see what the brand is, Fiskars. So it's a Fiskars, and it's got the wire guide and the little blade that goes up and down, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bee and I'm going to place it so that that wire guide is going right down the middle of the bee's antenna, straight down to his tail, right? Now I know that that bee is completely centered. So I'm going to show it to you. See what I mean? Can you see the little guide right in the middle? Now you can, right? Pretty close to being down the middle. That's really good for my eyesight, guys. I'm just going to say. And I'm going to hold on to its little wings. Now you could also put some double-sided tape, some removable tape, or a little sticky dot or something to hold it in place. But I found if I just hold the wing, and as long as your blade is sharp, don't go using a super dull blade, it'll cut right through. No jags, no tears, super clean, right? Okay, so I did this on screen for you guys to see it as an afterthought. With the close-up. So when I bring the card in right now to show you how I attached it to the card's already going to be done. Spoiler alert. There it is. So I took the little bee, and as you can see, you can't even see those wings. And I just set it offset off my paper, and then I turned my paper upside down, and I trimmed off its little face and the little antenna on this side. So you can't see its face and you can't see the antenna, but it gives the illusion of a bee, right? For sure, it gives the illusion of a bee. And then I did the same thing in the bottom corner, only leaving one part of the antenna down there. My sentiment came from Gina Marie Designs little bee girl stamp, and it just says, just because. And I think this card turned out stinking adorable. I kept it all in the same tones, and it just is super cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.